south to Fort Morgan to take on the Morgan County Wranglers. They get back into league play, and you are listening into the Platte Valley Investment pregame show. You're tuned into the home of the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Tonight's matchup brought to you by the Platte Valley Investment Center, your hometown team for all your investment needs. Pioneers, as I said, back in league play, trying to break that 5-game league play losing streak as they take on the Morgan County Wranglers. The Pioneers are on a 3-game win streak, entered this game at 9-11, but they are 6-11 in league play, while the Wranglers entering 9-8 in league play after a great come-from-behind victory last night against the Nebraska Outlaws, got them back in the win column against that Outlaws team. Pioneers will send Deshaun Harvey for another start, as he will take the mound. Last time out in that exhibition match against the 19U Wranglers, Harvey went 2 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 4 walks, struck out 3, just allowed 2 earned runs in that game. Try to be a little bit more efficient here as we get set for what should be a 9-inning ball game here at Eddie Underwood Field. These two teams have played really close in these games. Last time the Pioneers were here, they had a late 8-3 lead, but lost it in that final inning. We're ended up losing that one. Harvey, as a pitcher this year, has made 4 appearances and 1 start, not including that exhibition match where he's pitched 9 innings. He's done a good job as of late. However, that was kind of his big difference. He was doing a good job finding the zone. His last time out in league play was against this Wranglers team. He went 2 1/3, allowed 4 runs, 3 of them earned. It wasn't that game where the Pioneers could not close it out. He had 2 really good innings and then just fell apart. He also faced this Wranglers team back on June 16th, where he went 3 1/3, allowed 7 hits, only walked 1 batter, struck out 2, and allowed just 1 run in that game. He'll try to do more of the same, but the Pioneers will have a tough matchup on their own side as the Wranglers send Daryl Dolan to the mound, making his 6th appearance of the season, his 2nd start. He has gone 8 2/3 innings, allowed just 1 earned run. That came in his lone start of the season against the Outlaws. Has dealt with a little bit of walk issues as of late. His last couple of times out, he has walked 4 of his 7, but he struck out 15 in just 8 2/3 innings. His lone start of the year, he went 4 innings, walked 2, struck out 4, allowed 2 hits and 1 earned run. That was on June 23rd. His last appearance was back on June 29th, where he went inning, walked 2, struck out 2, but did not allow any runs in that one. Pioneers coming off 3 big wins, including their last game where they won 18-4 against the Buckley Bombers. Really, it was a big game from that middle of the lineup. Jacob Solis, Mike Monum, and Man Smith, really a breakup performance. A couple of doubles for him as well.
All right, guys, come over here.
They combined for 12 RBIs on the game. Monum and Solis will be batting back-to-back. And there's a new face in the Pioneers lineup. It's Rivers Freckleton out of Toronto, Canada. A freshman over at Olney College, played on a 10-day contract with the Thunder Bay Border Cats of the Northwoods League, where he appeared in 3 games and went 1 for 7 and scored a run and was hit by a pitch. He'll have a chance to get something started here for the Pioneers as they look to try to get back into that win column in league play. We'll have the starting lineups for you after this short break on KNEB.
But these guys, am I right that you guys do the most? Is that right? Okay. And another kid who apparently doesn't have a name. So we're going to get you guys going. Let's go by height. You first. No, you are. You're the shortest.
welcome back into Eddie Underwood Field as we get set for baseball here in Fort Morgan. We're about to get set for the national anthem. When we're back, we'll have those starting lineups for you here on KNEB. As we get set for baseball here at Eddie Underwood Field, get you those starting lineups brought to you by the University of Nebraska College of Nursing in Scottsbluff. UNMC is preparing the next generation of nurses with hands-on training, expert faculty, and real-world experience all close to home. If you're ready to make a difference in your community and start a rewarding career in healthcare, discover your future with the UNMC College of Nursing in Scottsbluff. First lineup for the home Morgan County Wranglers. New face at the top of the lineup is Tariq Reese. He'll be playing second base. He made his first appearance in the Front Range League last night. Batting second and pitching will be Daryl Dolan. Batting third and playing in left field will be Noah Dupaya. Batting fourth and in center field, the team leader in RBIs is Nick Griffin. Batting fifth and in catching will be Braden Ferguson. Batting sixth and at first base will be Landon Calabrese. Batting seventh and playing third base is Percy Odell. Batting eighth and at shortstop, Hoshi Yusei. And rounding up the lineup, the normal pitcher, but playing in right field tonight, is Justin Balling. As I said, Daryl Dolan starting tonight for the Wranglers. Now for the starting lineup for your Pioneers. At shortstop and leading it off, as always, will be the ever-dangerous Tay Bowes. Batting second and at second base will be Jordan Fitzpatrick. Batting third and in left field will be Caden Moore. Batting fourth and in right field, Mike Monum. Batting fifth and in center field, Jacob Solis. Batting sixth, the new addition, Rivers Freckleton. He'll be DHing tonight. Batting seventh and at first base will be Man Smith after his extremely hot day at the plate in their last one. Batting eighth and at third base will be Carter Simmons, and rounding out the lineup, the catcher, Ray Zamaripa. And starting for the Pioneers, of course, is Deshaun Harvey. As I mentioned, this middle of the lineup really has been hot in those last three games. Mike Monum and Solis both going 7 for 12, combining for 11 RBIs in those three games. Monum with 3 doubles and scored 5 runs. Solis had a couple of doubles, scored 6 runs in those 3 games. And Man Smith, a huge day in his last one where he went 4 for 5, a couple of doubles, 5 RBIs, just missed a home run by inches out in left field last time the Pioneers played. And on the other side, big loss for the Wranglers is Ty Ramsey. He's left to get prepared for this upcoming college season. They're replacing with Tariq Reese, another Coalinga College redshirt freshman out of Arcadia, California. He went 1 for 3, scored a run in his debut last night against those Outlaws. As I said, the Wranglers were able to make a big comeback win in that one and were able to get themselves back into the win column against those Outlaws who had been on a 6-game win streak going into that game. The Wranglers scored 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and then 3 in the 9th. They took an 8-5 lead. The Outlaws scored a couple in the bottom half of their inning, but weren't able to come through. Percy Odell came in, actually got the save, Smear with the win. And so the Wranglers coming in off a win, the Pioneers off 3 wins. So we are ready to get set for baseball here at Eddie Underwood Field when we're back. Love the opening pitch brought to you here on KNAB. The clouds have overtaken Eddie Underwood Field. Hopefully the potential rain stays away as we get set for another matchup between the Morgan County Wranglers and your Western Nebraska Pioneers. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Friday evening on the 4th of July Eve. The Wranglers are wearing their America 250 specialty jerseys. The Pioneers in their black with gray and black hats. They look to try to get a big victory over this Wranglers team. They are currently chasing in the standings. They are 6-11 in league standings. The Wranglers at 9-8. And if you want to try to make your way back in those standings, you're going to have to win games specifically like this one, really, over the next couple of days. You got the Outlaws again against them tomorrow back at Oregon Trail Park. You'd love to get a big victory here today to keep in your winning ways. Again, the Pioneers have won 3 straight. However, all those have been non-league games. So they still enter at 6-11 in the Front Range League standings. As the Wranglers take the field, when the Pioneers have played well, they've scored early. That's kind of what you want from the top of this lineup, specifically when you got a guy like Tay Bowes, who entering this game in league play this year.
First baseman number 22.
Currently with a 632 OBP, only got better as
third baseman number 10, Percy.
he went 7 for 14 as far as getting on base over the weekend.
Your shortstop number 2,
or over their last 3 games, I should say. The junior out of Dillard playing for the Blue Devils. He's leading off this lineup against the left-handed pitching Daryl Dolan, followed by Jordan Fitzpatrick. Didn't get a ton of huge stats in this one, although did earn 3 walks in his 2 games. But against that game against the Outlaws, the last league play game for the Pioneers, had that grand slam that put them up early. If you get another one of those here, hope that your pitching's able to hold steady, get yourself a win here at Eddie Underwood Field in Fort Morgan. And then you got Caden Moore, Mike Monum, and Jacob Solis, and those 3 who will be in the outfield have been extremely dangerous in this lineup. I mentioned Solis and Monum, but Caden Moore in that doubleheader was absolutely fantastic. In those 2 games, went 2 for 6, couple of doubles, 5 RBIs, as well as a huge game go-ahead 2 RBI double in the first game, as well as the running catch to snag the victory. And you'd love to see it here again today, and you'd love this team to try to, again, jump out in front early. Give Harvey a lead to work with, who's pitched relatively well against this Wranglers team. He's been on the mark. He's done a good job at throwing strikes, and that for him is what you want to see. Tall, young lefty out of Cache, Oklahoma. As we get set for opening pitch, we're going to let you know that pitch is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Dolan continues to warm up on the mound. He has been a tough guy to get to, although he has allowed plenty of base runners. On the season, 8 2/3. He's given up just 3 hits, but he's walked 7. He's struck out 15 batters and has allowed just 1 earned run in his 8 2/3. Did earn his sole loss of the season in that start where he matched up against Brock Berry, who has been excellent since those first 2 starts where he got roughed up a little bit. And it will be Tebow stepping into the right-handed batter's box to get us started here at Eddie Underwood Field. He's been a great guy at the top of the lineup, getting on base. See what he does here in his first at-bat of the day. First pitch taken wide for ball 1, and that's how we get started here in tonight's ball game. As I said, Tebow's out of Atlanta, Georgia. Just finished up his junior season playing for the Dillard Blue Devils. Takes that one at the knees. Count evens a strike 1. Should say finish up his sophomore season. Will be a rising junior. Dolan shakes once, now agrees. He's pitching from the stretch, a little bit of a closed stance. There's the 1-1 as that one is fouled off out of play. So Bowes works from behind 1 and 2 here in this first at-bat. He's been excellent at working great at-bats this season. See what he has here for Dolan. Dolan sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one lifted towards left center field. Griffin and Dupaya over on it. Should be Griffin with plenty of time, and he will grab it for out number 1. That'll be Jordan Fitzpatrick making his first start at second base this season. His last league play game was a big one for him. Had that grand slam with 6 RBIs on the night. First pitch taken wide for ball 1. He waits the 1-0 pitch, swings through that one, the count evens to 1-1. Stalin has started behind both batters, but he's worked back pretty easily after that. Dolan sets and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Another fastball, can't catch up to it. Now Fitzpatrick is behind 1 and 2. Dolan currently working with a 1.04 ERA with that just 1 earned run he's given up this year. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strikeout to start the game for Dolan. And there are 2 outs here in this first inning. It'll be Caden Moore, last hope for the Pioneers here in the first. Moore, the left-handed hitting incoming freshman. Or I should say redshirt freshman. Waits the first pitch as that one is fouled directly back. Starts behind 0-1. He's had a hot start for his Pioneers career. Already 5 RBIs, couple of doubles for him. He's worked 4 walks. 0-1 pitch to Moore is in there as he takes that one for strike 2. Dahlin dominating the strike zone early in this one. He's given up just 3 hits on the season. He has walked 7 batters so far. Right now he looks locked in. The 0-2 pitch, that one laced to center. Griffin over on it, he's diving for it, and he comes up with it, and he takes a hit away from Caden Moore. As the Pioneers go quietly in the first, it'll be Deshaun Harvey taking the mound as the Wranglers look to strike first in the bottom half of their own inning here on KNEB.
If you are in our audience, out in our crowd, if you're a host family, could you please stand and
Deshaun Harvey takes the mound for the first time today. He will enter this game tied as the Pioneers look to try to jump on, or the Wranglers rather, try to jump on the board early against Harvey. If Harvey can lock in early, he's been a tough guy to get to. So we'll see what he does here in this one. Again, his last time out against the 19U squad went 2 2/3. His big issue was walks, walked 4 batters, allowed 2 earned runs, but struck out 3 in those 2 2/3. And the Pioneers are going to need him to go a little bit longer than 2 2/3 if they want a chance to try to keep this Wranglers team from scoring big. First one to meet him is going to be the new face of Tariq Reese. As I mentioned, the Coalinga College redshirt freshman, making his second start of the season in the Front Range League.
now that is second baseman.
He stands into the right-handed batter's box, the second baseman in tonight's ball game. Harvey comes set, delivers his first pitch of the game. Fastball taken just high for ball 1. Okay, when Harvey's gotten into trouble, when he's missed arm side, see if he can try to keep that ball into these right-handed hitting Wranglers. That one misses wide. It's a 2-0 count to start this game. Reese last night went 1 for 3. Scored a run in that game. Looks to try to stay that way here in the leadoff spot for the Wranglers. That one taken low, and now Harvey, in his first at-bat of the game, is currently behind 3-0. 3-0 pitch is back in the strike zone. Count moves to 3-1 now. Harvey has walked the first batter in each of his last 2 starts, and that continues here with a 5-pitch walk to begin the ballgame. See if he can work around that. He's got the dangerous Daryl Dahlin due up. He's now become arguably one of the 2 best hitters in this lineup, has Dahlin, now up to a .350 batting average, .490 OBP. 3 doubles and a home run for him. He struck out just 1 time this season. Reese leads off first. Harvey sets. Delivers the first pitch into Dahlin. Another one taken just high for ball 1. This is what Harvey needed to avoid, was those early walks. Now starts behind another batter here. The 1-0 pitch, that one's taken high as well. It's a 2-0 count. Harvey does have a good move to the plate. He's a tough guy to read. As far as stealing bases go, we'll see if Reese wants to try to test that early. 2-0 pitch, off stride, popped up left side. Bose is under it, and he's got it for out number one, a big out number one. So he was behind 2-0 in that at-bat. But Harvey was doing pretty well in his last start as well as that train goes by behind the ballpark. Did a good job keeping those batters off stride, and again, Dahlin there's out in front of it. A little bit of change in the lineup. It's going to be Rivers Freckleton playing at second base. First pitch missed high, apparently. For ball one to Noah Dupaya. That one misses and gets by the catcher Zamaripa. So a 2-0 count and a wild pitch will put Reese at second base. Gotta say that first pitch didn't miss by a lot. That one quite more, but it did miss on the inside part of the plate. See what he's got dialed up at 2-0 here. Harvey gives a couple looks at second, now delivers. One taken wide, it's a 3-0 count. Hasn't missed by a lot on some of these pitches. Bit of a small zone so far. But he's got to try to work around that. Team leader in RBIs, Nick Griffin, is waiting on deck. Fresh off a home run, 3 RBI performance last night. Harvey trying to avoid his second walk of the game. Delivers the 3-0 pitch. That one on the line towards short, past Bose. Caden Moore will come up throwing as they will hold Reese at third. But that puts runners in the corners with just one away. Reese had to make sure that ball got past Bose at short, so he had to hold up for a second. So that's why he's still at third. Now Nick Griffin finds himself in another great RBI spot. Runners in the corners, just one away. Mentioned his home run, 3 RBI night, went 4 for 6 last night against the Outlaws. First pitch taken wide for ball one.
Nick Griffin.
Got to try to find a way to get ahead of these Wranglers batters. That one softly towards right. It's going to get down for a bloop base hit. A run will score. Dupaya chugging for third. Throw is going to come in to second. That will replace the runners at their positions, and a run will score as the Wranglers strike first in this one. That one off the end of the bat off of Griffin, but just found the open green grass. Now the first pitch to the catcher, Braden Ferguson, finds the top of the zone, 4 strike 1. Couple hits, a walk, and a pop out so far in this inning for Harvey as the Pioneers trail 1-0 in this one. That one taken wide, the count evens. Griffin getting a big secondary over there at first. We'll see if he tries to take off. Test the Pioneers defense here early in this one. The 1-1 pitch is wide. The throw goes down to first. But he's back with plenty of time. Count now moves to 2-1 rather. Harvey behind another batter in this first inning. Pitch misses high. It's a 3-1 count. In danger of loading the bases. Ferguson had a couple of hits for himself last night. 3-1, that one's taken inside. Second walk of the frame has loaded the bases, still just one away. We'll bring in Landon Calabrese. Rising sophomore at Shoreline Community College. Trying to find a big hit here early in this first inning. As Tabo's at the talk with his guy on the mound. Couple hits, couple of walks so far in this inning for the Wranglers. First pitch to Calabrese, fouls that one off. Smith giving it a look, but it's going to land out of play for strike one.
As a reminder, if you get one of our foul balls in your hand, you can turn it in the concession stand for some candy. As we always love to have our foul balls turned to us, so keep our pitching available.
Quick 0-1 count here to Calabrese. Had a hit last night, did strike out once against the Outlaws. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off, and quickly he's behind 0-2. So we want to see from Harvey, make them earn it. Big 6'4", rising sophomore, works with an 0-2 count. That one is fouled off again. He's just able to stay alive. Really don't want to put yourself in a hole early in this one. Harvey sets and delivers the next 0-2 pitch. That one chopped back to the mound. Harvey can't field it cleanly, but he goes home, and that will be in time for an out there in the second out of the inning. Is a big out, fielded a little bit more cleanly. Maybe they can get two, but either way, get the lead runner. And now with two outs, it will be Percy Odell. So he tries to get that big hit. Seen in this league, if you miss that big hit, it can come back to haunt you later. First pitch, finds the outside corner for strike one. I've also seen Harvey, maybe in some matches or in some games this year where he's struggled early. He's been able to bounce back later. The 0-1 pitch is fouled back. And now Odell's quickly behind 0-2. Harvey trying to strand the bases loaded in what would be a big couple of outs. Harvey sets, takes a breath, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Misses low, can't get the swing. A good stop there by Zamaripa to keep everyone where they're at. Count moves to 1-2 on the Brush native. Odell with 4 doubles, a home run this season, batting with a 434 OBP. He's drawn 10 walks this year. 1-2 pitch, chopper back to the mound. Harvey's got it. Long throw to first is in time. And he strands the bases loaded and works to avoid any more danger. But the Wranglers do score a run. They take an early 1-0 lead. So we had a break here on KNEB.
Please direct your attention to the area in front of the first base dugout, where Shelby will introduce tonight's contestants in the Salisbury Supply Range.
We head to the bottom of the second here at Eddie Underwood Field. Want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Wells Fargo. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 308-632-7561. Together, we'll go far. 4-5-6 due up here for the Pioneers. They look to try to break into the current excellence of Daryl Dahlin as he went 1-2-3 with a strikeout and a couple of lineouts to center field. The Wranglers were able to get a run in that first inning, but Harvey able to get a couple of big outs to end the frame to keep that lead from growing. So Wranglers lead just 1-0. Could have been worse, and now you hope the Pioneers can try to strike back here in this inning. Mike Monum, the first one to reach him. Fresh off a hot 3-game stretch. Currently he went 7 for 12 with 3 doubles during that time. A couple RBIs in each of the final 2 games as well. In that game against the Bombers, he reached all 5 times and scored 5 runs. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. It's what he's looked a lot better at this so far this latest stretch. To be able to lay off some of those tough pitches just outside the zone and wait for his pitch. The 1-0 is fouled directly back, and the count evens at 1-1 to the veteran senior out of Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Batting in the 4-hole for this Pioneers lineup, trying to right the ship in league play. Currently on a 5-game league play losing streak. 1-1, that one is laced to left field. Dupaya has to move over on it, but he's got plenty of time for out number 1. Just couldn't quite square that one up, and with 1 away, it will be Jacob Solis. Solis also went 7 for 12 in that 3-game stretch of non-league games. First pitch misses wide for ball 1. So far, Dahlin's started behind 4 of 5 batters. Hasn't mattered yet so far. He hasn't fallen behind any batter 2-0 though. And that one on cue lands on the outside corner for strike 1. Count evens at 1-1. Junior out of Tucson, Arizona, trying to stay hot. The 1-1 foul tipped back into the glove, and now he's behind 1-2. So Dahlin continues to work efficiently here in the early stages of this ball game. Dahlin sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 for Dahlin in this one. And quickly, once again, there are 2 away as the newest Pioneer, Rivers Freckleton, will get his first opportunity for Western Nebraska.
Now batting to the green, Rivers Freckleton.
Dahlin sets and delivers the first pitch, taken wide for strike 1. Freckleton, the freshman at only college. Takes that pitch in there for strike 2, and now he has to work from behind 0-2. Pioneer still searching for that first base runner in this one. Top of the second, they trail by 1. Freckleton awaits the 0-2 pitch. That one chopped towards short. You say it's the backhanded. Long throw to first is not going to be in time, and an infield single, so the Pioneers get their first hit of the ball game. At a couple of hard hit balls so far in this game, but of course it's the slow chopper that's the first one to start the hit column for the Pioneers. And now it's Man Smith. He tries to stay hot, fresh off his 4 for 5 performance. He knocked in 5 with a couple of doubles. See if he can find a gap and get Freckleton running there over at first. Dolan sets, gives a look over at first, now delivers the first pitch. That one is swung on and missed. Smith was hunting early, but he couldn't get to that pitch in that outside corner. Smith, the junior from Rust College, trying to keep this second inning alive. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. A couple pitches on that outside corner got him swinging. Now it's an 0-2 count here to Smith. Dolan comes set, looks over at first. Now delivers the 0-2 pitch. That one taken wide. Tried to go back on that outside corner. Didn't get the swing on that one. The right-handed hitting freshman steps in with a 1-2 count. Dolan delivers as Freckleton takes off. Pitch misses outside. Throw down is not going to be in time, and Freckleton's got a stolen base to put himself in scoring position. Smith now working with a 2-2 count. Now a single can potentially tie this ball game. The wind is starting to pick up here at Eddie Underwood. The 2-2 delivery. That one misses wide. From 0-2 to 3-2 for Smith as he works a great battle here. Carter Simmons awaiting on deck. He had a big game as well last time the Pioneers played. Dolan trying to avoid his first walk of the game. He sets and delivers the payoff pitch. That one lined towards second. We played by Reese. Toss to first is in time. Pioneers get their first hit of the game, get a runner in scoring position, but can't come through. They trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the second here on KNEB.
We'll be here at Eddie Underwood Field. Take on the Nebraska Outlaws.
As Harvey warms up for his second inning of work, want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Monument Physical Therapy, because they understand one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. Pioneers trail 1-0 here as we enter the bottom of the second inning. The Wranglers have 8-9-1 due up as they try to extend that 1-0 lead. They have the bases loaded in that inning. Couple hits, couple of walks from Harvey, but a couple of soft groundouts back to himself. Was able to get him out of the inning without any more damage done and strand the bases loaded. And you got to hope, if you're a Pioneers fan, that the lack of a big hit there comes back to haunt them. But we'll have to see here if they can get something, or work a quick inning here, I should say, for Harvey. Hoshi Yusei, the first one to meet him.
Number 2 for your Morgan County Wranglers, Hoshi Yusei.
Yusei's been a tough out this year, a 447 OBP. 8 walks, 8 strikeouts, a double, and a triple as a Wrangler. He will stand in for his first at-bat of the night. After going last night going 0 for 2 with a walk. Harvey comes set, delivers his first pitch of the inning. Pitch misses wide for ball 1. Pioneers trying to get a big win tonight before they head back to Oregon Trail Park to take on the Outlaws tomorrow night for their America 250 game. Tried to pull the string on them, but couldn't get the swing count. Moves to 2-0. Tonight is the Morgan County American 250 game. They're wearing their specialty jerseys with green and red stripes. 2-0 pitch, another miss, and it's a 3-0 count. Another batter he's starting behind here early. See if he can bounce back. Harvey can. Works quickly. The 3-0. That one is in there. Yusei taking all the way. It's a 3-1 count. The traditional pitcher Justin Balling awaiting on deck. 3-1. That one's in there. From 3-0 to 3-2 for Harvey as he's now working quickly. Trying to avoid his third walk of the game. He comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. That one is fouled off. Good to see him make Yusei work here. Harvey sets, takes a breath, and delivers the next payoff pitch. Another foul ball. Yusei not going down easy. Harvey delivers the next payoff pitch. Another foul ball. Yusei just making sure he doesn't go down looking. Yusei has reached in each of his last couple of games. Trying to reach here for a third straight. The next payoff delivery to Yusei. That one softly up the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. Third hit of the game off of Harvey. Another looper off the bat of Yusei there. That'll be Justin Balling stepping into the right-handed batter's box. Balling making his first appearance as a hitter for the Wranglers. Did take 4 plate appearances for the Pioneers. He went 2 for 3 with a walk and a triple. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. See what Yusei does here. Again, Harvey does a good job holding those runners at first. As he will throw over. Next pitch to Balling misses outside. It's another 2-0 count. So again, just starting behind these batters for the most part. When he got those 2 outs at the end of the inning, he was ahead with 2 strikes. 2-0 taken inside, and another 3-0 count. Already his 4th 3-0 count of the game. So far, every batter with a 3-0 count has reached, right, with 3-ball count rather. 3-0 taking all the way as that one catches the corner. Now at 3-1. Can't allow a free pass here to the 9-0 hitter. Here's the 3-1. That one chopped towards short, could be 2. Bose to second for 1. Freckleton over to first, a hard throw, but it's not in time, and it gets past Smith, but to no negative effect. Freckleton showing the arm there. He launched that one to first. Would have been a close play anyways, but Smith wasn't able to make the the dig, so it doesn't get a chance. Now it's the top of the lineup, Tariq Reese, making his second appearance of the game as the first pitch taken outside for ball one. He walked on 5 pitches to start the game and eventually scored the lone run on the Nick Griffin single. The 1-0 pitch, another pitch misses wide. It's a 2-0 count. And once again, starting behind another batter. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Can't get to it. It's a 2-1 count now to the second baseman, Reese. In just his second game for the Wranglers. 2-1, pulled the string on him. It's a 2-2 count now. Good battle here for Harvey. Love to see him try to work it in and take it to these Wranglers hitters. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 at the top of the zone. His first strikeout of the game and a big out, number 2 here in this second frame. And that'll be the pitcher, Daryl Dolan. He's pitched 2 innings so far, allowed just 1 base runner. Now he'll try to help himself out here. 2 outs, runner at first. Popped out in the first inning to the shortstop, Bose. First pitch, catches the outside corner for strike 1. Dolan, the lone lefty in the lineup today for the Wranglers. And Balling gets a huge jump, and he's going to get there as the ball gets passed anyways. That's one, I mean, he got such a big jump. Harvey could have stepped off and just tossed it to second. Instead, now a runner in scoring position. Dolan, big chance to help himself out here. Wranglers do lead 1-0, trying to add on to that with 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch, catches the outside corner. Dolan working with a 1-2 count. Harvey trying to work a scoreless second frame. Sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Taken high and tight, couldn't get the swing. Count evens at 2-2. Balling leads off second, reached on the fielder's choice. Eventually stole second. 2-2 pitch. That one hit to center. Should be playable for Solis, but it's carrying. It's carrying at the wall. It's over his head, and a run will score. Daryl Dolan doubles. He does help himself out. A little bit of a misread there from Solis as the ball just kept carrying on him. And now the Wranglers double their lead. It's 2-0. And they are going to call a lightning delay here in the bottom of the second inning. That will last at least 30 minutes. We'll see how long we are on delay here.
All right, if you're wondering what's happening on the field, we're going with a lightning delay for the moment. We will be 15 to 20 minutes. We'll start our timers here.
So they will say 15 to 20 minutes.
Which just means there are 2 cover spaces to your right and to your left.
If that is the case, we'll take a short break here in KNEB. We'll be back here to give you updates and get this game back underway.
We'll keep you updated as we continue.
The rain has gone away. We're ready to get started again here at Eddie Underwood Field. The Pioneers and the Wranglers matching up once again. Currently here in the bottom of the second inning, Wranglers do lead 2-0. It was a Daryl Dolan double that ended the game, or was the last play of the game. Ball that just kept catering to dead center to score the second run of the game for the Wranglers. They got a couple of hits and a couple of walks in that first inning. Eventually scored a run on the Nick Griffin single, but stranded the bases loaded after a couple of groundouts back to Deshaun Harvey, who was on the mound. And then in the second inning, a single led off the inning, a fielder's choice led balling to reach. Tariq Reese struck out for the first time, or Harvey's first strikeout, and then Daryl Dolan with a 2-out RBI double. To continue the inning, it will be Noah Dupaya, the first one to meet Harvey here once we resume. Seen a couple of these delays really affect pitchers on the mound. Harvey was looking a lot better there in that second inning, although obviously Dolan was able to reach on a double. Will be Noah Dupaya coming to the plate. He singled his first time up, was eventually stranded at third. Now a single could extend that lead to 3. Pioneers trailing 2-0. It's 4 hits for the Wranglers in this game. They've walked twice. The Pioneers with just 1 hit. That came off the bat of the newest Pioneer, Rivers Freckleton. It was an infield single. He got to second before Man Smith eventually grounded out to second. Got to get this big out here. Keep that lead at 2. Should I put your offense in a position to try to tie or take the lead here in the coming innings? Again, bottom of the second. Don't want to let this game get out of hand, although just need 1 out. It's fresh. No, it's fresh. Fresh count. Tupaya steps in, trying to stay hot. First pitch to him. Misses high for ball 1. Tupaya with a .368 batting average so far this year. Harvey gives a couple of looks over at second, now delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one taken wide. It's a 2-0 count. Got to find your way into the zone earlier rather than later. It's the 2-0 pitch. That one is fouled directly back. Tupaya's on it, but just a little under it. Tupaya steps back in with a 2-1 count. Harvey takes a breath, sets, looks back at second, then delivers the 2-1 pitch. That one's fouled back as well. So he's got Tupaya at 2 strikes. Trying to strand that third run in scoring position. Stranded the bases loaded in the first. Allowed just 1 run in that inning. It could have been a lot more. So allowed 1 in this inning. Harvey sets and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Just misses outside, count runs full. There is a base open, but Nick Griffin awaiting on deck. He's been an RBI machine this year, just got his 17th RBI in the season. Payoff pitch, foul tipped. Zamaripa can't glove it. Tupaya stays alive. It's a tough one there for Zamaripa. Found that it bounced off the outside part of the glove. Next payoff pitch. Popped up left side. Now wind is carrying it back to the catcher. Now it's the first baseman Smith that calls everyone off. And Harvey gets out of the second, does allow a run, but strands another runner in scoring position. Pioneers come to bat in the third, trailing by 2 here on KNEB.
Players are wearing Special America 250th jerseys. Those jerseys are up for auction.
Pioneers will bring their 8, 9, and 1 batters to the plate here against Darryl Dahlin. They try to figure him out. They got their first hit of the game last time they faced him. That's been a minute. We'll see how Dahlin adjusts after really sitting down for a while. He did help himself out with that 2-out double in that last frame. It'll be Carter Simmons, the first one to face him in this inning, followed by Ray Zamaripa in the top of the lineup. And you'll love to see these guys try to set the table. Carter Simmons last game went 2 for 4, had that triple and double. It managed 4 RBIs in the game. First time he will face Dahlin this season. Dahlin sets and delivers the first pitch of this inning. Misses wide for ball 1. Pioneers trying to get back into that league win column. They were 6-6 earlier in the season, then they have dropped 5 straight since. Includes a couple of games to these Wranglers. The 1-0 pitch misses low, and after being so accurate the first 2 innings, Dahlin now starts behind Simmons 2-0. Those losses against these Wranglers included in a run rule loss and then that final 9-8 loss where they just could not close out these Wranglers. The 2-0 pitch misses wide. It's a 3-0 count. So since coming back from that break, Dahlin has yet to throw a strike. Dahlin sets and delivers the 3-0. Simmons taking all the way. That one lands at the knees. Back in the count now, 3-1 is Dahlin. Simmons trying to lead off this third inning. Pioneers do have a hit, but that is it so far in this game. Dahlin's been efficient. 3-1, that one is roped to left center field. Dupaya on his way over, and that's going to land in between them and to the wall. Simmons chugging for second. He will be in without a slide, and a leadoff double has the Pioneers cooking here in the third. Now you got to try to take advantage of that, get that run in somehow, some way, and it's Zamaripa. He's been bunting a lot recently. We'll see if he tries to do that here. Either way, you got to find a way to get that runner to third or potentially score him somehow. First pitch to him, misses low and away for ball 1. He didn't square on that one. Again, Pioneers trailing by 2. You'd like to get at least 1 run back here. Next pitch, outside corner, count evens at 1-1 to the Pioneers catcher. Dahlin steps off, resets. Simmons heads back to second. He fouls that one off, and now Zamaripa behind 1-2. See how he battles here. Leadoff double from Simmons. Pioneers trying to cut into that lead. They trail by 2. Zamaripa working with a 1-2 count. That one taken low and away. Count evens at 2-2. Ball gets away from Ferguson, but not far enough. He just mishandled the transfer. The lead up, top of the lineup, awaiting on deck. Zamaripa at the plate, awaiting the 2-2 pitch in from Dahlin. He checks a swing, chopper towards third to slow roller. Throw to first is in time. Simmons going to go for third. Throw is not going to be in time. And good base running from Simmons puts him at third with just one away. Zamaripa checked his swing there, but it worked out. It was a slow roller. Tough play from Odell over that third. Does make the play. And now it's Tay Bose and a run out there. Chance to cut this lead in half. Got to find a way to put them in. Corners are in middle infield playing back. First pitch to Bose. This is inside for ball 1. Bose led off the game with a fly out to center field. One of those should be deep enough to score Simmons. The 1-0 taken wide. It's a 2-0 count. Simmons stayed hot with that leadoff double. Bose trying to stay hot. Went 3 for 9 with 4 walks during that 3-game set. That one bunted towards the right side, but it's going to land foul. So 2-1 count as Bose makes his way to the batter's box. This top of the lineup, we'll see what they look like second time through. Freckleton with the hit, Simmons with the hit earlier in this inning. They weren't able to put any runs across. Chance to change that here. Simmons stands 90 feet away, still just 1 out in the inning. Count 2-1 to the Pioneers shortstop Bose. Dahlin takes a breath, now delivers. Swung on and missed, count evens. Got to find a way to put this ball in play. Obviously you'd like to elevate it, but can't score him if you strike out. 2-2 pitch, taken for strike 3 at the knees. Not often will Bose go down looking, but he does there, and there's 2 outs. And now Fitzpatrick's going to have to try to pick up his teammate. He struck out swinging his first time up. Fitzpatrick trying to stay hot here in a big spot to do that. First pitch called strike 1. In league play so far, 5 for 10, had that grand slam, 6 RBI day his last time out. The 0-1 pitch is swung on a miss. Ball gets away. Simmons going to try to score. Throw is not going to be in time. Simmons scores. Aggressive base running works out for the Pioneers here in a big way. Ball just popped out of the glove of Ferguson. It didn't get that far away, but Simmons was going on the movement. And they do cut that lead in half, and a big job there. Again, needed a single or a mistake. Well, they got a mistake. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He goes down swinging again, but the Pioneers get a run thanks to Carter Simmons. A double and eventually steals home. It is now 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third here on KNEB. Harvey takes the mound for his third inning of work, trying to keep this one-run deficit where it's at. And while he warms up, I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive needs. Also brought to you by Hersted Monument Company, serving the Valley for over 100 years. So Harvey, so far through 2, has stranded 4 base runners. Really, it was that big into the first inning where he got 2 straight outs to strand the bases loaded. His last inning to give up that leadoff single to Hoshi Yusei. Got the fielder's choice of Balling, then the strikeout of Reese, but Darryl Dolan doubled, and eventually it allowed Balling to score. Got the out of Dupaya, now he's got 3, 4, 5, starting with Nick Griffin. Griffin RBI'd in his 17th of the year with a single. 5 for 7 over his last 2 games. First pitch taken high and wide for ball 1. I'd like to see him try to work in the zone a little bit earlier in this inning. First couple innings, he started behind these early batters. The 1-0 misses inside. It's 2-0 now. A 2-0 pitch is swung at, popped up right side. Monum coming in on it. He will be able to get under for out number 1.
Now batting, pitcher, number 14, Braden Ferguson.
Well, it's Braden Ferguson with 1 away. He walked his last time up. Harvey sets and delivers the first pitch here to Ferguson as he swings through that one way off stride. It's an 0-1 count to the Wranglers catcher. That one taken away. Count evens at 1-1. Harvey delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one misses inside. It's now behind 2-1 in this at-bat. Pioneers trail by 1. Harvey trying to keep it that way. He's got 1 away in this inning. Delivers the 2-1 pitch to Ferguson. That one misses low. So now it's a 3-1 count. Calabrese awaits on deck. The next 2 batters were the 2 that grounded out. Back to Harvey with the bases loaded. 3-1 pitch on the ground towards third. Simmons able to glove it, but he's not able to do it cleanly. Throws it over to first, but it's not in time.
Now batting, first baseman, number 32.
Did a good job knocking it down, but just couldn't glove it quickly enough. Ferguson was able to get to first with his speed. So now it will be a 1-out base runner for Landon Calabrese. Grounded out back to the pitcher. The force out at the plate his last time up. Harvey gives a look over at first. Delivers the first pitch to Calabrese. Taken high for ball 1. Big Calabrese in the right-handed batter's box awaiting the 1-0 pitch, but a throw over to first. Nothing doing. Ferguson over there. Harvey sets, now delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low. Good stop by Zamaripa. Calabrese with hits in his last 4, going back to June 17th. Tries to stay hot in this one. 2-0 pitch, another pitch misses low. So another 3-0 count for Harvey. Don't want to give away any free passes here. You want to get these guys, at least make them earn it. 3-0 pitch, that one misses wide as well. Third walk of the game for Harvey. It's first since the first inning. Puts runners at first and second with just 1 out, and Toller comes out. We'll see if he wants to make a switch here in the third.
Third baseman, number 10, Percy Odo.
As Toller comes out, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Castle & Cook. Contact Jennifer Urialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Doesn't look like he's indicated a change quite yet. Inning started with a fly out to right field of Nick Griffin. Then Ferguson hit it pretty hard to third base, but Simmons couldn't glove it. A 1-out error, allowed a base runner, and then he just walked Calabrese on 4 pitches. Got to be out there assuming he's just trying to make sure he resets his guy, make sure he's in the zone. Again, he haven't really hit him all that hard today. And when they have, it's really just because they've been out in front of the count. Really, probably the hardest hit ball off the bat of Dupaya was in a 3-0 count. Dallin hit the ball hard that his last time up, but wasn't one that was unplayable. Harvey stays in. Next one to face him is going to be Percy Odell. Got him to ground out back to the pitcher his last time up. Ferguson leads off second, Calabrese off first. Harvey agrees and comes set. Couple of looks at second. Now delivers the first pitch to Odell. It's taken wide. 5th straight pitch for Harvey that misses the zone. Wranglers lead 2-1. Harvey trying to keep it there. And now Harvey steps off and resets. Harvey gives a look at second once again. Now delivers the 1-0 to Odell. That one popped up left side. Bo's out on it. Should be an infield fly. It is, and it's out number 2. So with 2 outs, it is Hoshi Yusei.
Now batting, number 2, shortstop.
One of the 4 hits in the game so far for the Wranglers. Single to lead off the second. Then was eliminated on the fielder's choice. Harvey is stranded 4. He's trying to strand 2 more. Comes set, gives a couple looks at second, now delivers. First pitch misses wide, throw goes down to first. Smith wasn't really in a place to make that play. Not against the idea, but gonna need to have a little bit more communication on that one. So the count 1-0 to the Wranglers shortstop. Trying to add on to his 1-for-1 day so far. That pitch popped up center field. It's going to be a tough play for Solis. He's coming in on it, and he's got enough time to get under it for out number 3. So Harvey strands 2 more, but he sends the Wranglers home scoreless for the first time this game.
Our sponsor is
The Wranglers still lead the Pioneers 2-1 here on KNDB.
Just located down Sherman Street in Fort Morgan, Colorado. They are 20.
Through 3 here at Hetty Underwood Field. The Wranglers currently leading 2-1. Pioneers able to get one back in that third inning. And they got the right part of the lineup to get some here in the fourth. 3, 4, 5, Caden Moore, Mike Monum, and Solis. Moore and Monum both hit the ball relatively well off of Dolan. We'll see what they do here second time through the lineup. Dolan just giving up a couple of hits. He hasn't walked anybody yet.
All right, nicely done.
Giving up just that one run on that wild pitch in that last inning. Again, good base running from Carter Simmons. Cut that lead in half. Now the Pioneers will try to tie it or take the lead here as we enter the top of the fourth. Caden Moore, one of the newest Pioneers, batting in the 3-hole. He's earned that after his excellent performance over those last 3 games. Moore, the only lefty in the lineup for the Pioneers as well. See if he can try to match what Dolan did, who doubled his second time up against the lefty Harvey. First pitch taken inside for ball 1. Moore's not been afraid of taking his walks so far, including non-league games this year. He's taken 4. Just been hit by a pitch. The 1-0, big swing, but he can't get to the fastball, and the count evens at 1-1. Monum waiting on deck. He sent one for a ride his last time up, but it was right to the glove of Dupaya. The 1-1 pitch, can't get to that fastball again. It's a 1-2 count now for the young left fielder. Playing for the Eastern Oklahoma State College Mountaineers. Awaits the 1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3. Gave him a little bit on that outside corner, but that's now 5 Ks for Dolan in this game. Moore having a little bit of a conversation with that home plate umpire as he walks off with 1 away. Now it's Mike Monum trying to get a base runner here for the Pioneers. They've had one in each of the last 2 innings. Again, right spot of the lineup. That's how Monum and Solis have been swinging. First pitch, another big swing at the fastball, but again, can't catch it. Starts behind 0-1. Dolan shakes a couple times, now agrees and comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Taken around the knees for strike 2. So now Monum has to work from behind 0-2 here in this at-bat. Dolan has struck out 4 straight Pioneers. 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. It's called outside. Make it 1-2. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Can't catch the fastball. 5 straight strikeouts for Dahlin as he's got his A pitch working. With 2 outs, it is Jacob Solis, last hope for the Pioneers here in the 4th. Although he's got plenty of power with one swing of the bat, he can tie this ball game up. He went down swinging his first time. He'd love to change that here. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Solis in center field. Entering this matchup with a plus 500 OBP on the season, a plus 600 slugging. Swings through that one. Count evens. Those are, of course, league play stats. He'd love to add to it here. The 1-1 delivery. Takes that one high and away. It's a 2-1 count now to the junior playing for Arizona Christian U in Glendale, Arizona. The lefty Dahlin agrees and comes set. Works the 2-1 pitch. That one taken high. It's a 3-1 count. It's been all around the zone, but hasn't been given the calls so far in this at-bat. Solis working with a 3-1 count. On deck is Freckleton. 3-1. Called strike 2. Count runs full. Count full. Solis awaits. Dahlin sets. Delivers the payoff pitch. That one swung on and missed, and Dahlin has struck out the side. He's up to 7 after 5 straight Ks.
Fans, we ask you to direct your attention to Shelby as we take her to people in tonight's Media Olympic trivia contest.
Through 3.5 innings here in this one. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Pioneers trailing by 1 on KNEB.
Baseball knowledge is this question presented by Meteorologic Radio. True or false? Baseball is often
Pioneers trail 2-1 here. Harvey back out for his 3rd inning of work, or his 4th inning of work, rather. He's been in some danger so far this game. He's stranded 6, but he's given up just 2 runs. That's what he needs to do here for these Pioneers. There was a defensive change. Just a switch between Zamaripa and Simmons. Simmons now behind the plate. Zamaripa goes to play 3rd. And as Harvey warms up, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by The Dugout. They invite you to come check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff. You can register online at info@thedugoutsb.com. Once again, that's info@thedugoutsb.com. Simmons makes the throw down to 2nd. Justin Balling, the first one to meet Harvey here in this inning before the top of the lineup is due up. We'd love for him to try to get this out. here in this AB. Before facing that top of the lineup that's been very dangerous so far, not just today, but this year. Harvey now with his new battery mate comes set. Delivers the first pitch into Balling. Swings that one, laced towards short. Bose able to run over and make the running catch. Taking a hit away from the pitcher Balling, and there's one away. Now third time through the lineup for these Wranglers, it'll be Tariq Reese. So far 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, and he scored one of the 2 runs so far for the Wranglers. Now it's first pitch to Reese, and he's first pitch swinging. That one towards center, so he's in. Now he's going out on it, and it's over his head. So he misread that one. Reese heading for second as the throw comes into Bose in the cutoff. And that is a bad luck double for Harvey. It's been a couple of those today to Solis, who's been so good at making the reads. Reese took an awkward route around first, but they don't check over there. Probably touched it, but now it's a 1-out base runner in scoring position for Harvey against Darryl Dolan, who also has a double. First pitch on the ground towards second. That's past Freckleton. They're sending home Reese. And Solis will just throw it into second, and that is another run scored for the Wranglers. They bring it back up to 2. Just bad luck for Harvey. So far in this inning, 3 pitches, 3 swings for Harvey. Now it's Tupaia, who's 1 for 2. Popped out to the third baseman Smith his last time up. First pitch into Tupaia. That one in there for a strike. So 4 pitches, 4 strikes in the inning. Already his 4th batter faced. Wranglers now lead 3-1 on the West Coast scoreboard. Harvey trying to keep it where it's at. Dolan over at first has pitched really well so far as that one popped up left side. Bose, no, Zamaripa calling him off, and Zamaripa will have it for out number 2. Four batters, 5 pitches so far in the inning for Harvey's. Now he's got the 4-hole hitter Nick Griffin due up. Single and a fly out to right so far in this game. 2 outs, runner on, 1 in for the Wranglers here in this frame. Harvey agrees and comes set. Dolan leads off first. Not a big lead over there. First pitch taken high for ball 1. So first pitch that has missed the zone in this inning. Harvey sets, Dolan takes off. Pitch misses outside. There won't even be a throw. Dolan with a great jump puts another runner in scoring position. A couple of pitches have missed wide in this at-bat. Griffin with another RBI chance here. The 2-0 pitch fouled directly back. Back in the count now, 2-1 is Harvey. As I mentioned, Griffin, the team leader for the Wranglers in RBIs, got his 17th early in the game. One of the 3 so far for the Wranglers, trying to match his teammate Dolan with his second as he fouls that one off. And count evens up at 2-2 to the Wranglers center fielder in this ball game. Runner at second, 2 outs, 2-2 count here to Griffin. Harvey sets, gives a look back at second. Couple looks, now delivers the 2-2. Taken just high and wide, and the count runs full to Griffin. The catcher Ferguson's awaiting on deck. He's reached both times, but neither time via the hit. Harvey comes set, delivers the payoff pitch. That one is fouled off to the right side as Griffin stays alive. Count stays full for Griffin as he steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Dahlin leads off second after a second RBI of the game. Next payoff. That one misses. Fourth walk of the game for Harvey. But no damage done if he can get this guy, Braden Ferguson. So far 0 for 1. Walked and then reached on air his last time up.
Number 14, Braden Ferguson.
Ferguson awaits the first pitch here in this AB. Still searching for that first hit in the game. First pitch swinging, but he can't get to the fastball. Starts behind 0-1. Pioneers trail by just 2. We know they can score a lot of runs, but the way Dahlin's pitching on the other side, any more runs given up feels like double of what they actually are. The 0-1 misses wide. Count evens. Wranglers now 3 runs on 6 hits in this game. The 1-1 swung on and missed, pulled the string on him, and the count moves to 1-2. The Wranglers catcher. 2 on, 2 out, 1 in this 4th inning. Harvey already with his longest outing of the season, trying to extend it to 4 innings. The 1-2 pitch taken high, no bite. Count evens up at 2. Harvey sets once again, takes a breath, delivers the 2-2. That one on a line to right, but foul. Count stays at 2-2 for Ferguson. Ferguson did get 2 hits last time, but also struck out 2 times. Harvey delivers the 2-2 again. That one popped up behind the plate. Simmons moving over, Smith as well, but neither of them able to get to it, and Ferguson gets a second life. That one was about perfectly distanced between Simmons and Smith. Neither of them were able to quite get over there. Now Coach Toller coming to talk with Simmons and I suppose the home plate umpire. So he's just making sure that no one interferes with this player while they're over there. Count still 2-2 for Harvey. Harvey trying to find that put-away pitch here in the 4th. 2-2 popped up, but that one's out of play as well. Ferguson in a great battle here, making him work. The next 2-2 from Harvey. Popped up right side, but that one's out of play as well. Ferguson still working with a 2-2 count. Harvey Can't quite get him to chase, can't get him to get out. Needs to find something here. Steps back onto the rubber once again. And he steps off and resets. Longest outing this season by inning count, by pitch count for Harvey. Let's deliver his 95th pitch here in the 4th inning. That one is chopped foul again. He's got Ferguson off stride right now, but he can't quite get the put-away pitch in this at-bat. Runners at first and second. There's 2 outs. Count is 2-2. Wranglers have one, trying to add more in this inning. 2-2. Chop towards third. That one is foul. Long AB for the Wranglers catcher. Count still 2-2. Harvey agrees with Simmons. Comes set and delivers. Chopper towards short. Bose gloves it. Throw to first in time. And Harvey able to strand 2 more, but the Wranglers do add another. Pioneers come to bat in the 5th, trailing by 2 here at Eddie Underwood Field on KNEB.
All right, fans. If you're looking towards the third baseline, you're going to see some familiar
New pitcher on the mound for the Wranglers is Liam Martin. Martin warms up. Pioneers trail by 2, and it's honestly a good sight to see another pitcher. Dahlin had set down 5 straight via the strikeout. So almost a blessing in disguise for the Pioneers. So far through 4 innings, they got just 1 run off of Dahlin. Dahlin finishes the night, allowed just 2 hits, 1 earned run. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 7. And now Liam Martin will come to pitch. He's thrown 12 innings this season. 6th appearance of the season in 12 innings. He's allowed 18 earned runs. He has struck out 21 in those 12 innings and has walked 8. His last time out, he went 3 innings, allowed 6 runs, 5 of them earned against the Outlaws in a 7-0 loss. He followed Dahlin in that one, and that's when the Outlaws were able to really start scoring runs. They scored 1 of them on the 5th and then 5 in the 7th. He walked 2 in that game, struck out 3. Hopefully the Pioneers will be able to match that type of efficiency against them here. It'll be Rivers Freckleton taking his perfect average so far as a Pioneer. First one to face him here in this one. He went 3 innings back against these Pioneers on June 16th, where he allowed 4 runs in 3 innings, but he did strike out 6. First pitch swinging, chopper towards short. Yusei's going to have to charge it. Throw to first is not in time, and Freckleton's got 2 infield singles, showing off those wheels here in his Pioneers opener. It's a great start for the Pioneers. Now it's Man Smith trying to turn around his 0-for-1 day. Pioneers trailing 3-1, trying to cut into that 2-run lead. Freckleton leads, doesn't go. That one line towards second. That's going to get through for a base hit. Off of the edge of the grass. Freckleton's going to round second but stay put. He had to make sure that ball got past. But back-to-back singles, and the Pioneers are in action here in the 5th inning. And now Carter Simmons, as T.C. Fairfield immediately is going to go out there and check on his guy. Simmons due up. He had that big double. Eventually got to third on the ground out from Zamaripa and then scored on the wild pitch that he really stole that run, all things being considered. Liam Martin, an incoming freshman at Regis University in Denver. The tall 6'6", 190 out of Colorado Springs. Trying to work around some early trouble. And as they talk on that mound visit, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. 322 South Belt Lane Highway East in Scottsbluff. Carter Simmons with 3 extra base hits in his last 2, trying to keep that going. Tying run stands at first. He stands in as the go-ahead run. Martin's thrown 2 pitches, given up 2 hits. First pitch, throws the breaker, but misses for ball 1. Pioneers have had success against Martin so far this year. You'd love to see that continue. The 1-0 fastball inside didn't quite hit him. It was very close. And the count moves to 2-0. Just the second time this year that Martin has faced the Pioneers. Martin sets, looks back at second, now delivers the 2-0. That one launched to left. Dupai is going back on it. It's at the track. It's at the wall, and it is gone. Carter Simmons stays hot. A 3-run shot and has turned this game upside down. It's 4-3 Pioneers. Carter Simmons has been on fire. A double and a home run, and he's got 3 RBIs, and the Pioneers have the lead for the first time today. And now Zamaripa follows that. He's 0-for-1 on that ground out earlier. First pitch, Martin gets the strike. That Pioneers dugout needed that. They just needed to face a new pitcher. Throws the breaker. Doesn't quite get the call, and the count evens at 1-1. No reason to stop adding here. The 1-1, that one on the ground towards short. Yusei has to stay back on it. Throw to first is on the mark. Martin gets his first out of the game. Now with one out, back to the top of the lineup in the form of Tay Bowes. Let's turn around his 0 for 2 day. He has been excellent as a Pioneer. He's reached in every single game. In fact, he's reached twice in all but one this year. First pitch takes that below the zone. So you have to reach in this one. Fly out and a strikeout looking. Martin winds and delivers the 1-0. That one is true. Count evens. Dowling has struck out 5 straight Pioneers batters before Liam Martin entered. Beautiful breaker. Bent the knees. Count moves to 1-2 now on Bowes. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. It is a beautiful off-speed pitch. How often do you see Bowes look like that? And there are 2 away.
Now that one was a Jordan Fitzpatrick.
And now Jordan Fitzpatrick, he's also trying to turn around his day so far, 0 for 2 as well. A couple of strikeouts for him. First pitch breaker, but that one stays high. Again, he's got a really nice off-speed pitch. So far, it's the fastball that the Pioneers have been able to hit. That was another breaker, but that one misses inside. It's a 2-0 count. Fastball misses outside. It's a 3-0 count here to Fitzpatrick. Yet Caden Moore waiting on deck. Pioneers now lead 4-3 on the West Coast scoreboard. Try to keep this 5th inning alive. 3-0 taking all the way as that one's in there. 3-1 now. Caden Moore waits on deck. He'd love to hit with the runner on. 3-1 pitch. Swung on a miss. Count runs full. So 3-0 to 3-2 for Martin. Trying to escape this 5th inning with no more damage given up. Payoff pitch. Fastball laced to right field, but that one goes foul. So Martin goes here with the count still full. He's going back-to-back fastballs. Goes off speed, and Fitzpatrick out in front of that's able to foul it off. Finally slows it down there. See if he tries to double it up or he goes back to that fastball. He agrees, winds and delivers. That one chopped towards short. You say not able to glove it. That is another single off the pitcher Martin. Fitzpatrick finally gets his first hit of the day, and the inning continues to Caden Moore. He did go off speed. Fitzpatrick able to hold back on it and muscle that one through the left side of the infield. You say just not able to get his glove on it. Even if you say does get his glove on it, he's not throwing out Fitzpatrick. 1-out single, or 2-out single, and it continues to Caden Moore. Fitzpatrick's got plenty of speed to see if they want to test him. First pitch misses. It's quite gloved by the catcher, but he keeps it close enough. Count moves to 1-0. Moore also 0 for 2. He lined out to center field, and he struck out looking his last time up. That one chopped towards short. Yusei playing close to the bag, and that's going to get through for a second 2-out single. And the Pioneers cooking here with 2 outs. Now it's Mike Monham's turn. Yusei was just playing basically up the middle, just in case of a stolen base. And even though Fitzpatrick wasn't running, that kind of infield shift helps out the Pioneers. 4 singles and a home run in this inning. 2 runners on with 2 out for Mike Monham. First pitch breaker, but that one stays high. Hasn't quite been able to completely find that release point. That off-speed pitch. 1-0 pitch. There it is. Knocks in that off-speed pitch. Gets Monum out in front. Count evens up at 1-1. Patrick leads off second. Moore off first. Has plenty of speed on the base paths. Monum can find a gap. 1-1 fastball taken low and tight. Pioneers lead 4-3. You'd love to add some more. The 2-1 to pitch. That one hit well to center. That's sending Griffin back. Still going back, and he's able to reach up and grab it for out number 3. So the Wranglers able to escape that inning with no more damage done, but damage was done. Carter Simmons with a 3-run home run gives the Pioneers a 4-3 lead. Come back here in the bottom of the 5th after a short break here in KDB.
Fans, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. We do our best to bring Morgan County a new family-friendly entertainment option.
Harvey now out there with his first lead of the game. Back out there for his 5th inning of work as he tries to maintain this 4-3 lead for the Pioneers. Gave up 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second. Held them scoreless in the third, then 1 in the fourth, but he's pitched relatively well, especially recently, and even in the last inning. That double off of Dahlin that ended up being really the big difference was one that you really want Solis to get as he ran in on it and just misread it. We'll have 6, 7, 8 here in the 5th inning. First with Landon Calabrese, who walked his first time up. That's the thing, if he can avoid the walks, he's looked pretty good out there. They do have 6 hits off of him, but most of them have not been hit all that hard. First pitch into Calabrese, misses high and wide for ball 1. Got to see how long Toller wants to go with him here. Was working very efficient through the first 4 batters of that last inning. That pitch misses wide. Got a couple outs, and again, that hit off of Reese hit and then the Dahlin hit. Faced 4 batters and 5 pitches. But now he's behind Calabrese on 3-0. Second straight at bat, Calabrese hasn't seen a strike. Harvey trying to change that here. Keep that leadoff runner off. Calabrese grounded back out to the pitcher in that first inning, then walked in the second. Harvey sets and delivers the 3-0. That one finds the inside corner. Back in the count now at 3-1. Trying to avoid letting the leadoff batter reach here in this inning. Leadoff batter reached in the first 2 innings, then the last 2 innings that didn't reach. The 3-1, that one misses wide, and a leadoff walk to Calabrese. His 5th walk of the game. I think that will do it for Harvey. Stoller comes out.
Now batting number 10, Percy Odell.
Will be a new pitcher on for the Pioneers. We'll see who that ends up being, but Harvey went 4+ innings, walked 5, struck out 1, allowed 3 earned runs on the game. Gave up 6 hits in his 4+ innings of work. So it's going to be Ray Zamaripa who's going to enter to pitch. And as he warms up, going to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Ryan's Welding, selling PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Also brought to you by Viera Wireless. Viera Wireless, hometown roots, global reach. Viera Wireless, Scottsbluff. So Zamaripa enters to warm up. Harvey will go to play third. Zamaripa has been relatively good on the mound as of late. Again, not really a pitcher, but he's thrown strikes, and that's kind of been the big thing. Pitched in that last game against the Buckley Bombers where he went inning. Struck out the first batter he saw. Then a couple of errors allowed 2 runs to score. But he did not give up any earned runs. Now he'll face Percy Odell, the first one in this one, as Calabrese leads off first. He sets, gives a couple looks over at first, now delivers. Fastball in there for strike 1. That's why he's in there. Throw strikes, and he's done a good job at limiting walks his last few times out. The 0-1 pitch fouled off of Simmons behind the plate, and Odell quickly behind 0-2. Odell, the only Wranglers batter not to reach so far in this one. A ground out and a pop out for him. Zamaripa trying to keep that true. Zamaripa looks in, shakes a couple of times, now agrees and comes set. Calabrese leads off first. There's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Odell goes down swinging, first strikeout of the game for Zamaripa. Big out number 1. Trying to keep that 4-3 lead. Now it's Hoshi Yusei.
Now batting, shortstop number 2, Hoshi Yusei.
Calabrese takes an extra step over at first. Yusei 1 for 2 with a flyout and a single. That one chopped back up the middle off the glove of Yusei, or off the Zamaripa, and Bose isn't going to be able to glove it. And an infield single. It's runners at first and second with just 1 out. That is a tough one indeed. Tough to tell if Bose is going to be able to get over to it. Zamaripa tries to glove it if he can. Maybe that's 2. It's at least 1, but instead it's 2 runners on, 1 out for Justin Balling. Balling 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice, and he's lined out to short. First pitch swinging over towards first. Smith tossed to second for 1. No, they say he didn't reach, or he didn't get the bag on the tag. I'm assuming he didn't call him that he was off, but that's the only way he would have been safe. Either way, it got to be an error, and that loads the bases.
No, that was pretty.
Ball hasn't left the infield yet. The bases are loaded with one out. Corners are in. Infield at double play depth. Trying to make that one-run lead hold. He's got the top of the lineup here in Tariq Reese. And he balks. So everyone advances. The game is now tied. And the go-ahead run stands 90 feet away with just one out. Infield now playing in. First pitch to Reese. In there for strike one. An inning that probably should be over. His chance of spiraling out of control. That one misses low, gets past Simmons, and it's not going to get deep enough for Yusei to score. It was a little bit of a bad read, and the count evens at 1-1. And this is the spot right here. You just don't want this inning to spiral out of control. Even if they take the lead, you don't want that to lead to potentially grow to a point where it's impossible to come back. You got to be able to get these outs. Infield now told to go play normal depth. That one misses inside. So now Zamaripa not able to stay in the zone as much as he was. Count 2-1 to Reese. Reese 1 for 2 with a double, a walk, and a strikeout looking. 2-1. And called ball 3. Home plate umpire wanted to call it strike 2, but he decided against it. Base is open. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 4. Zamaripa's first walk. Bases are loaded with one out for Dahlin. 1 in this inning. Last time they had this, got a couple of groundouts back to the pitcher. Tough part of the lineup, though. Dahlin 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a pop out. Corners are in. Middle infield stands back. Zamaripa sets and delivers the first pitch. Fastball taken high for ball 1. Nowhere to put him now. Got to come to the zone. The 1-0 pitch misses low. It's a 2-0 count. Got to find the zone. Leadoff walk given to by Harvey. And the strikeout swinging of Percy Odell. Since then, 3 batters have reached, and it's been a lot of unfortunates. 2-0 on the ground towards second. Toss to second for 1. Throw to first is in time, and a huge double play eliminates it and keeps this game tied. The defense made some mistakes in the inning, but they come up big there. The double play started by Ferkelton. Bose with the strong toss to first, and the 4-6-3 eliminates 2 and keeps this game tied at 4. We will head to the 6th inning here at Eddie Underwood Field on KNEB.
For the FMS Bank, a new game, Granny
Pioneers come to bat in the 6th inning. They try to retake that lead. It's now 4-4 on the Wesco scoreboard. Wesco is a proud sponsor of a local sports, supporting athletes on the team and producers in the field for all your agronomy, bean, feed, and petroleum needs. Wesco, service, solutions, success. We're all knotted up at 4. Talked about early in the game, the Wranglers have just avoided getting that big hit. Pioneers get the big hit from the 3-run shot from Carter Simmons, but they did leave 2 on in that last inning. First one to meet Martin in this inning is Jacob Solis. He throws the front door breaker for strike 1. And when that thing is working, it is bending the knees of these Pioneers hitter. The 0-1 breaker. That one is in there. Back-to-back front door breakers. Has the count at 0-2. Solis trying to improve an 0-for-2 day. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball. Taken high. Top of the zone's been pretty 50-50 so far tonight. That one was very close, but given the way of Solis. The 1-2 pitch. That one chopped towards third. Played by Odell. Throw to first is in time, and there's one away. Good to see him put the ball in play. It's Rivers Ferkelton.
Now batting number 3, Rivers Ferkelton.
Freckleton stands in 2-for-2 with 2 infield singles. It's works for him. Now, second time he faces Martin. He started off that rally in the 5th inning with that infield single. First pitch breaker. Doesn't quite catch the front door. He starts ahead 1-0. Freshman at Olney College. From Toronto, Canada. Chopper up the middle, and it can't be gloved by Reese, and Freckleton is 3-for-3. That one was hit the hardest, but still didn't leave the infield. Reese was able to knock it down, but wasn't able to make the play. And a 1-out single brings in Man Smith. He's 1-for-2. He singled his last time up. Him and Freckleton both scored after the home run from the guy awaiting on deck. First pitch breaker misses outside for ball 1. Freckleton showed the speed with those infield singles. He has stolen a base already tonight. Let's see if he wants to do it again here. So he represents the go-ahead run here in the top of the 6th inning. Gets a big lead, and he takes off. Pitch, called a strike, throw down is low and not in time. His second stolen base of the game puts, as I said, the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now Man with a 1-1 count has a chance to unbreak that tie game. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Couldn't get to the off-speed. Count now moves to 1-2 to the junior first baseman. Freckleton leads off second. Martin sets, gives a look back at second, and balks. He balks. He gave a little motion back to second, and they call it a balk. And now Man can give them the lead if he can put something in play here. I mean, the question is, did that leg go behind the rubber? Tough for either of those umpires really to tell, but it looked like he gave an unnatural motion back to second, then came forward, and then count still 1-2 to Smith. The last pitch was an off-speed pitch that landed in the zone. We'll see if he wants to go back to that or try to blow the fastball by him. Infield comes in. Obviously, you want to elevate something here, but you first want to put something in play. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, couldn't get to the fastball. First strikeout of the game for Martin. Sorry, second strikeout, actually. Be now 2 outs with the go-ahead run standing at third.
Now batting number 12, Carter Simmons.
Winds and delivers. The first pitch to Simmons. Checked his swing, but he fouled it off. Starts behind 0-1. Simmons, the hot bat in this one. A double, a home run. He's 3 RBIs, and he has the other run that he scored on what was a wild pitch, but it didn't really get that far away from the catcher, Ferguson. The 0-1 pitch. Goes back to the breaker, but that one lands outside. Count evens. It was the fastball that Simmons got a hold of. So far, back-to-back off-speed pitches here. Martin shakes once, agrees. Comes set, delivers. Goes fastball, that one misses low. Freckleton represents the go-ahead run at third base. 2-1. Breaker misses above the helmet. It's a 3-run count. It's Deshaun Harvey awaiting on deck.
Here we go, Liam.
Do have a base, 2 bases open. See how he attacks me with a 3-1. Fastball chopped towards short. That one is going to be backhand by Yusei, but he can't get it. And Carter Simmons gives the Pioneers the lead again with a 2-out RBI single. 5-4 Pioneers on the West Coast scoreboard, and Carter Simmons have a day. And now Deshaun Harvey will get his first at-bat of the game here, top of the 6th.
Now batting number 20, Deshaun Harvey.
Pitched 4+ innings, allowed 3 earned runs, 4 total. As Martin steps off. Gets his first AB here. Time called, and now Ferguson's going to go out there and talk with his pitcher. Harvey in league play still riding that .333 average, 8 walks, but he does have 20 strikeouts. But it was at this field where he really started to feel like he turned things around. A big lightning strikeout in right center field.
What's he saying?
Looks like catcher called timeout. And it looks like the field umpire was calling a balk because the catcher called timeout. Get that sorted out. Simmons goes back to first. First pitch pulled the string on a changeup for strike 1. Martin pitching from the stretch, delivers the 0-1. Fastball taken wide. Count moves to 1-1. And the incoming freshman at Heston College from Cache, Oklahoma. Martin gives a couple looks. Now comes set. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Another off speed that he can't time up. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for out number 3, third strikeout for Liam Martin, but the Pioneers retake the lead. It's now 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on KNEB.
Fans, we ask your direct your attention to Shelley as he comes out for the Morgan Community College Grandstand.
Pioneers up 5-4 once again as Zamaripa takes the mound for his first full inning, although he did work a full inning in that last inning. Entered with that runner at first. That runner did come around to score, but was unearned. Single, a walk, and an error surrounding those two base runners. Loaded the bases with one out. He got the double play he needed. Now he faces 3, 4, 5. Tough part of the lineup. Noah Dupaya, Nick Griffin, and Braden Ferguson. Before that, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Independent Plumbing and Heating, Inc. They've been servicing the Western Nebraska Panhandle since 1933. Dupaya enters 1 for 3 with a single and a couple of pop-outs. Griffin, a 1 for 2 with an RBI single, a fly out to right, and then he walked his last time up. And Ferguson, 0 for 2, a walk, an error, reached on an error, and grounded out to shortstop his last time. Playing 9 innings here, so we'll see what Zamaripa can do in his second inning of work. He will finish his warm-up. And Noah Dupaya will step in for the 4th time today. Pioneers leading 5-4 on the Wesco scoreboard. Scored 4 runs in the last 2 innings. All of those RBIs have come off the bat of Carter Simmons. In fact, every run can really be accounted to Carter Simmons. Zamaripa agrees and comes set. Delivers the first pitch into Dupaya. That one's in there. Middle for strike 1. Got a little bit wild at the end of that last inning. Walked Reese and then was down 2-0 on Dahlin before he grounded out into that double play. The 0-1 pitch hits Dupaya. I think they will say he leaned into it. Nope, they say he won't. Even though Dupaya seemed like he made it seem like he did. He definitely leaned towards it, but whether or not he leaned into it is a different question. It's tough to tell from over here. That puts the leadoff base runner on for the Wranglers for the 4th time in 6 innings. Now Nick Griffin try to improve on his 1 for 2 day. Zamaripa Seps gives a look over at first. First pitch swinging is fouled off for Griffin. Griffin starts behind 0-1. It was a full count walk his last time. The 0-1 pitch, another laser to right field, but also out of play. So Griffin starts behind 0-2. Zamaripa has missed just 1 pitch in this inning, and it was the one that hit Dupaya. The Wranglers have scored 4 runs in 4 of their first 5 innings. The only inning they didn't score a run in was the 3rd. That one launched to left center field. Solis over on it, it's tailing back towards him, and he's got plenty of time to bring it in for out number 1. Well struck off the bat of Griffin, but not well enough to find a gap. With 1 out, it is Braden Ferguson. Still searching for his first hit of the game. 0 for 2, it reached on an error. He's walked, and he's grounded out to short. Another one of those ground outs to short. Could see a potential double play. Dupaya takes off. Pitch will be a strike. Throw down is not quite in time. Just a really good jump there from Dupaya. Would have been really tough for Simmons to make the play, and honestly, it was a little bit closer than would have expected, all things being considered. Tying run now stands in scoring position. Count 0-1 to Ferguson. Still searching for his first hit of the game after he got 2 of them last night. Zamaripa sets, gives a look back at second, delivers the 0-1. Goes after the fastball above the zone. It's an 0-2 count. Zamaripa's been working efficiently in this inning, trying to get a big out number 2. That runner still standing at second base. Tupaya gets a jump, doesn't go. Swung on and missed. Ferguson goes 1, 2, 3. Second strikeout for Zamaripa, and there are 2 outs. That's Landon Calabrese, 0 for 1, a ground out, and a couple of walks. Scored a run after walking his last time on a balk from Zamaripa. Tupaya leads off second. Zamaripa gives him a couple looks, now delivers the first pitch. Misses low for ball 1. First ball he's thrown this inning, outside of the pitch that hit Tupaya. Zamaripa sets, delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses wide. Good stop by Simmons to keep the runner at second. It's a 2-0 count. There's a base open. Percy Odell waiting on deck, but feels like he's a guy that is due. 0 for 3 in the game. Only Wrangler not to reach, but he has struck him out in this game. The 2-0 delivery. That one lifted to left field. In on it is Moore. He's not going to be able to bring it in, but there will not be a play at home as Tupaya is not even going to try it. So a 2-out single extends the inning. Pioneers still lead by 1, but the tying run stands 90 feet away for Percy Odell. So he tries to break out in this game in a big way. 0 for 3, a ground out, pop out, and a strikeout. That one was a jam shot off the bat of Calabrese, but it just found that outfield grass. Zamaripa sets and delivers the first pitch into Odell. This is low for ball 1. Zamaripa once again with the tying run, standing at third, trying to make that 1-run lead hold. Pioneers got 1 in the top half of the inning. The Wranglers trying to answer. Fastball taken high. 2-0 to the Wranglers' third baseman. His first hit of the game would tie this ball game up. 2-0 pitch is called outside. It's a 3-0 count. Didn't miss by a lot. And now Simmons going to go out there and talk with his pitcher. You do have a base open, albeit it is at second. So you don't have to groove one here to Odell. Does have a home run on the season. Also 4 doubles. At the same time, you wouldn't want to put the go-ahead run in scoring position if you can help it. Tupaya represents the tying run, standing 90 feet away. Here's the 3-0. Middle, taking all the way as that one moves to 3-1. Zamaripa wants to work quickly. He sets. The 3-1 pitch misses low. It will be ball 4. Calabrese got a late jump trying to steal, but didn't really matter. And now Hoshi Yusei will stand in 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. His last single that did come against Zamaripa was a infield single that bounced off his own glove. Tying run stands at third. Go ahead run at second. Zamaripa agrees. He comes set. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Got to bring it down here. Now he's got nowhere to put him. The 1-0 pitch misses inside. It's 2-0. Zamaripa in his second inning of work needs to try to find a strike here. He's got 2 outs. But the Bases are loaded with a 2-0 count. That one in there, inside corner. Gets back in the count now, 2-1.
I believe this is going to be our final song.
Samaripa sets and delivers the 2-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Count evens. Strike away from getting out of this jam with the lead intact. But it's a dangerous hitter at the plate. He's already got 2 hits tonight. 2-2 pitch. Called ball 3 on a pitch that was at the same spot as the last call. Simmons thought it was strike 3 all the way. The count runs full. Every runner will get a head start. Nowhere to put them. Payoff pitch on the ground towards first, but it is foul, and they'll do it again. Might be the biggest pitch in this game. If he can manage the out, Pioneers maintain the lead. A walk would tie it. Ball hit into the gap wouldn't only give the Wranglers the lead, it would potentially give them at least a 2-run lead. The next payoff pitch misses low, and we are tied. Yusei gets an RBI walk, and the bases stay loaded. That one really hurts because it looked like he had strike 3, but he wasn't giving it. Now you got Justin Balling. He's reached twice, but once on a fielder's choice and once in an error. Just got to come at him. First pitch swinging. Can't get to the fastball for strike 1. Zamaripa was able to get the double play in that last inning to keep this game tied. Just needs to get 1 out here to keep the game tied. The 0-1 misses inside. Count evens. Zamaripa wants to work quickly. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopper towards first. Smith able to glove it, but no one's covering first, and it's an infield single. And that's what happens when you don't have a pitcher on the mound, is they don't really know the full strengths of everything. Smith had to dive for it. It was a great glove to keep it in front of him. But once again, one that hurts because that ball stayed in the infield. Bases stay loaded for the top of the lineup, and Reese. First pitch in there for strike 1. Wranglers now have the lead 6-5. The pitch misses, count evens. The 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2. So once again, a strike away from getting out of this inning with no more damage done. And Reese was not ready as Amaripa tried to pitch it quickly. Count stays at 0-2. He steps back onto the rubber. Sorry, 1-2. Amaripa agrees. He comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Taken outside. Count evens at 2-2. That That one is fouled off as Reese stays alive. This is the spot here. Want to keep this game close. A couple of opportunities have gotten away. Things you kind of feel like you should be out of the inning as Reese calls time. But you got to keep this from unraveling. Samaripa takes his spot on the rubber, trying to keep this a one-run deficit for the Pioneers. Comes set. Delivers the next 1-2. Chopper towards second. Should be playable for Freckleton. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. But the Wranglers get 2, and they take a 6-5 lead here on KNEB. New pitcher on the mound for the Wranglers is Silas Bauke. And as he warms up, I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Team Auto Center. Team Chevrolet, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto.
You only got 15 seconds, boss guys. You still have to run
Bauke making his 7th appearance of the season. He's pitched to a 6.55 ERA in those 6 appearances. He's gone 11 innings. He has given up 10 runs, 8 of them earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 7. It's a guy that's going to play to contact, and he struggles with the walks every once in a while. Pitcher the Pioneers should be able to get to. We'll see what they do here. They have faced him this year. They've faced him twice, and they have not been able to get to him so far. Went 2 innings on June 16th, where he did not give up any runs, allowed 3 hits, struck out 1, and then on June 20th, he went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, allowed 1 run, struck out 2. Top of the lineup due up, Tate Bowes, the first one to meet him. Uncharacteristic day for him so far as the first pitch in there for strike 1. They trail by 1. His team has shown resilience, especially at this ballpark. That one is chopped foul. Bowes still searching for his first hit of the game, first chance to reach. Uncharacteristic days, he struck out twice so far. He's also flown out to center. The 0-2 pitch, a non-competitive pitch that missed way wide. Bowes trying to get on in front of the dangerous 2-3 hitters. Pitch misses wide, it's 2-2. Fitzpatrick and Moore both singled their last time up back in the 5th. Bauke winds and delivers the 2-2. Taken inside, count runs full. From 0-2 to 3-2. Payoff pitch. Taken high for ball 4. So Bowes does in fact reach on a full count walk. And that puts the leadoff base runner representing the tying run here, top of the 7th, on for Jordan Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick got a single his last time up. 1 for 3 on the day. Balky from the stretch, delivers the first pitch, checked his swing, doesn't matter, it's in there for strike one. Balky agrees, he comes set. The 0-1, swings through that one. So another batter at 0-2. Ended up losing Bose. Fitzpatrick trying to improve his 1-for-3 day. Takes that one outside. Bose thought about going over at first, but decided against it. Count moves to 1-2. Bose takes off and gets caught in a rundown. So he got too big of a jump. Stuck between first and second. Rundown still going. And I think they're going to rule him safe on interference because Calabrese got in his way. Or excuse me, it is Calabrese. He got in the way of Bose. Now, I mean, it definitely looked like he impeded his path, even though it's unlikely he was going to be safe. But they called him out, and Toller is upset. I mean, that's just clear cut as it gets. Got in his way. It might be unfair because he's probably not going to be safe, but either way, that's just the way it is. And they're going to call him out. I mean, that's just a wrong call. I mean, literally screened him out there. I don't really know what to tell you. Toller is rightfully upset. Bose gets his words in as he heads to the dugout. So it is one out for the Pioneers here in this inning. Count stays at 1-2 for Fitzpatrick. The 1-2 pitch is fouled off. Now you got to reset yourself. The only thing you can do is look forward. You got two out, or you got one out here in this frame. Put the right people up, try to start a rally. Next 1-2, taken outside. Good take there from Fitzpatrick. He works the count 2-2. Junior from West Point, Mississippi awaits the 2-2. Fouls that one off. He's able to stay alive. Pioneers trail by one here as we play in the top of the 7th. The 2-2. That one lifted towards right center field. That one's going to drop into the gap and towards the wall. Fitzpatrick racing around second. He will get in there easily for a one-out double. And now Caden Moore with a chance to tie this game if he can find some outfield grass. Fitzpatrick hits in his last two at-bats. Moore singled his last time up. He took it the opposite way when Yusei was holding second for a potential steal with Fitzpatrick. Yusei again here, holding on second. It looks like Moore's going to take a quick timeout and talk with his coach. Wonder if they have something kind of set up here. Again, there's a big hole on the left side of the infield. It's the same place he put it last time. One out so far in the frame. Tying run stands at second. Balky on the mound trying to work around this mini jam. Yusei now it's just standing on second. Now gets back to his position. First pitch way wide. Wonder if after that talk they were suspecting something or if he just lost it. Either way, count moves to 1-0. Balky sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Swings through that one. Count evens at 1-1. Bauke sets, delivers the 1-1. Called strike 2. Moore has to work from behind 1 and 2 here. He got called out on strike 3 on a pitch he thought was a ball earlier in the game. Try to battle here. Bauke's a couple looks a second, and looks like time was called. Count stays at 1 and 2 now. Fitzpatrick, the tying run, stands at second after his 1-out double. Bo's reached on a walk. He was caught trying to steal. The 1-2. That one laced to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Fitzpatrick had to hold, so he will hold at third. But back-to-back hits, and the Pioneers once again in business here with the tying run at third, less than 2 outs, and it brings in Mike Monum. Monum 0 for 3. He struck out swinging back in the 4th, but other than that, he has hit the ball hard tonight. A fly out to left and a fly out to center. Feels like he's just missed it a couple of times. Maybe this time he can finally get that barrel he needs. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Had 3 doubles in those 3 games against in those non-league games. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Tying run stands at third. Just need to try to elevate something to score him. Moore represents the go-ahead run, and he's got some wheels. See if they want to try to send him. The 1-0. Taken outside. It's a 2-0 count. Monum, the veteran of this squad. The senior who's played 3 years in the Northwoods. Trying to get a big AB here. The 2-0. He takes that one wide. Doesn't get any easier waiting on deck with Jacob Solis. Another guy that's too good of a bat to be set down all day. 3-0. Taken high, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, his second walk of the inning. And the bases are loaded for Jacob Solis. Now here comes TC. See if they want to make a change. Yusei is expected to pitch in this game. I'm sure he wants Bauke to at least get through an inning. Solis enters this one 0 for 3. Really just didn't have the release point against Dahlin as he struck out twice against him. His last time up was against Liam Martin. He grounded out to third. But again, one of the best hitters in this Pioneers lineup doesn't often get held hitless. Or at the very least, not even getting on base. Bases are loaded. Pioneers have been getting big hits all night, but they've usually come from the bat of Carter Simmons. They need it from someone else here. Bauke does have a couple walks as well in this inning. First pitch, taken high for ball 1. Just not giving that pitch to the top of the zone. 1-0. Checked his swing on a pitch that missed outside. That's 6 straight that have missed. A walk ties this game. Nowhere to put him. Really, the 2 biggest bats of the game so far are waiting on deck. Takes that one. Gives the top of the zone that time. It's 2-1. Got to find his pitch here. Try to barrel something up. 2-1. Goes after that one, but can't get to it. Count evens up at 2-2. Got to find some way to put this ball in play. Score that run from third. Bauke agrees. He comes set. 2-2. Swung on and missed. And a big out number 2 for Bauke. And now the Pioneers are going to need a hit or a mistake from the Wranglers to score that run from third. But stands in Rivers-Freckleton, who's yet to be retired. He's 3 for 3.
Now batting number 3, Rivers of Freckleton.
Got really good contact his last time up. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Bauke shakes a couple of times, now agrees and comes set. The 1-0. Gives that outside corner, count evens. Need to find a way to get that big hit here. Bauke sets, delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one lifted right side. It should be playable for Balling as he comes in on it. Still coming in, and he does have it for out number 3. As the Pioneers strand, the base is loaded. And they can't come through here in the 7th. Still one run. The Wranglers are celebrating, and you wonder if the coaches thought it was a 7-inning game. Either way, we'll head to break here on KNEB.
Ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely thank you for joining us tonight and hope you had fun. The Wranglers are playing more than 30 or so home games the rest of the summer through July 30th before we enter the Front Range League playoffs. Every Tuesday night, we're at Sunset Park in Brush, where we play as Los Vaqueros, presented by Owl Communications. This week, we're back here Sunday night as we take on the Nebraska Outlaws at 5:05. There'll also be a pregame exhibition from the Colorado Vintage Baseball Association at 3:30. Again, we're going to thank you enough for joining us tonight, and hope to see you and your family at the ballpark all summer. Have a good rest of your night. Drive safely. And we'll see you back here on Sunday.
Welcome into the Runza post-game show. We are playing at 7 tonight. And the Pioneers just can't come up with the big hit. They fall in this one 6-5. They had the bases loaded in that final inning. Couldn't get the score, couldn't get the job done, but they were playing it close. Started with Deshaun Harvey on the mound. He went 4 innings of good baseball. Had to work around some troubles. He let 4 runs, just 3 of them earned. Then led to Ray Zamaripa, who worked a scoreless 5th, but in that 6th inning, he was close to getting out of it with the lead. But just didn't get some calls, didn't get the play over at first that would have kept the game tied. Instead, the Pioneers go home losers as he gave up 2 runs in that final inning. It's a rough one, and you especially look at that 7th inning, and you look back at what happened. Specifically, after Tabo's got the walk, gets caught in between first and second, and then gets caught in that rundown, what looks like should have been clear-cut interference. Instead, it is ruled he is out, and after that, a double from Jordan Fitzpatrick, the single from Caden Moore, had to hold him because there was no chance he was going to score. And then you just need a big hit. Monum walks on 4 pitches. Bases are loaded, but Solis goes down swinging. And then Rivers-Freckleton flew out to right field, and that was the ball game. Big game for Carter Simmons, though. 4 RBIs, a home run, a double, a single. Ended a triple away from the cycle, although he never got an opportunity to hit 4 times. But he had a big game, 4 RBIs, including that 3-run shot. Really the big damage for the Pioneers, but they just couldn't get that big hit. Talked about it early in the game with the Wranglers. They couldn't get the big hit. The Pioneers here in this one, late in that game, you had an opportunity, even after that Simmons home run. You had runners at first and second with 2 outs. Monum laces the ball to center, but unfortunately it's brought in by Griffin. They had a runner at third back in the 6th inning, couldn't score him. And then in the 7th, as I said, runners bases loaded, just 1 out, couldn't get that run home to tie it or take the lead, and they fall in this one 6-5. Well, to a short break here on KNEB, and when we're back to talk about what's next for the Pioneers, you're listening on KNEB. That was something out there. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome back into the Runza post-game show. Remember, Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as just another part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, Shadron, and Alliance. Pioneers dropped this one 6-5. They look to try to right the ship tomorrow night as they take on the Outlaws for the July 4th game. The Outlaws are coming off a loss against this Wranglers team, too, in heartbreaking fashion. The Pioneers will try to get a big win. They've played well against the Outlaws as of late. They've hit the ball well against the Outlaws as of late. So we'll see what they do tomorrow night at Oregon Trail Park. Join us. It'll be a fun night at the ballpark if you're in town in Gearing, Nebraska. Said the America 250 game. Both teams will be wearing their specialty jerseys. It'll be a fun time. But that'll do it for me here in the broadcast booth. Lucas Macklin, thank you so much for joining me this Friday night. Pioneers couldn't get the win, but hopefully they'll be back in the win column tomorrow. But until then, as always, have a blessed night.